Hi there! Today we're going to look at how to make a tassel pendant using an assortment of findings and beads. The tassel pendant is a trendy new look that we've been seeing a lot lately, and there's endless possibilities when creating these kinds of pendants. So today we're going to use our bent chain nose pliers, our wire cutters, our round nose pliers. We're going to need some wire. So this is a 26 gauge sterling silver half hard wire. And then here we have a little closed bail. This will be what we use to string the pendant onto a chain afterwards. We have our tassel pieces, an assortment of beads, and a bead cap. Again, there's endless possibilities here. You can use any kinds of beads, stones that you fancy. So first off, we're going to cut some wire because it's going to be the base for our tassel pendant. We're going to start off with cutting about 2 inches of wire here. This is half hard wire, so it's easy to use, and sterling silver as well. So get our cutters and snip that at about 2 inches. Perfect. And now I'm going to get the round nose pliers. I'm going to grip my wire here, leaving about 3/4 of an inch tail here. I'm going to slightly twist and kink that wire, and then see there's about not quite 90-degree angle but close. I'm going to wrap that wire around the whole loop of the jaw there, creating a loop. I'm going to leave that tail open for a moment and I'm going to string my bail over top through that loop so it's closed. This is going to be a pretty secure bail here at the top there. We're going to wrap this closed. So getting the bent chain nose pliers, I'm going to grip in that loop, avoiding scratching that bail and gripping onto that bail. I'm going to get my second set of bent chain nose pliers and going to twist this little tail around the wire base all the way around, making a coil. Now this coil is going to be covered up with the bead, but we want to make sure that it is securing that bail on there nice and tight. And well, it will be covered because the bead has a large hole. However, if you choose to have smaller beads, this top coil will be seen depending on your design choice. Alright, so we have that first coils all set there. Just going to tuck that in, secure it a little bit better. And then reaching for my bead, we'll string that onto the wire. So I'm starting with a 6mm sterling silver smooth round bead. Very simple, but it's going to accent the pearls that I've chosen here quite nicely. So here is a little freshwater pearl. String that on there too. Sorry, these are 4mm beads. And then my bead cap. I want this to cover up the top of my larger pearl, so I'm going to put that on first with the cap curved downward. And then, see, my larger pearl will be the last, and this will be the base for our tassel pendant. Alright, so here you could use any assortment of gemstones, beads, basil gemstones, connectors. You could use sterling silver charms that have connector points to them. Endless. Now I'm going to grip the wire about 2 to 3mm below that bead and do a little kink again, making another loop, looping that around my pliers, creating a nice loop there. Now this one's going to be slightly larger than my top one. And now here is where we create the tassel effect. So I have here a little cable chain. I'm going to string that through the wire. So I've cut this about 1.5 inches. Again, you can make this any design you would like in size. These could be smaller, they could be up to 6 inches long if you want. It doesn't matter, endless possibilities. Now I'm going to string another piece of chain here. I'm going to measure that out and cut it. I tend to cut them to match when they're on the chain, so that way they are the same size. And then I'm going to string the rest of these. I have pre-cut them. So once all your tassel pieces are on, the more dense that you put, obviously the thicker it will be, so you can put fewer or more. This is about 10 tassels. So I'm gripping the loop here and just winding that big tail that I have here of wire around all the way up to the top of the bead, so that way that top is secure and there will be no movement there from those pearls in the bead. I'm going to snip the rest of that excess wire off, and see there's a little piece there, so I'm going to tuck that in. You just simply squeeze it. Careful if you're using precious beads or pearls here not to scratch that surface. You can damage that bead there. I want to make sure that that's nice and tucked in. And here we have a beautiful, unique sterling silver and pearl tassel pendant.